Hello, everyone, and welcome to FS Skill Building and Review, Google Sheets and JAWS. In case you're not acquainted with our training team, I am Rachel.
Hi, I'm Liz.
And hello, I'm Dan.
We will be looking at accessing Google Sheets, creating a new Google Sheet, formatting within Google Sheets, inserting the date and time into a sheet, collaborating on Google Sheets in real time, and then finally, adding and accessing multiple worksheets. Accessing G Suite applications with JAWS. There are several ways you can access the G Suite of applications. The most general way to access them all at once is to move to your address bar and type drive.google.com. Once you're on the Google Drive homepage, you can press the letter C, Charlie, to jump straight to the New button.
C, New button menu. Google Docs submenu. Google Sheets, Google Slides.
From this menu, you can open up a blank Google Doc, Google Sheets, or Google Slides presentation. Access all of the G Suite applications with the same address pattern. For example, sheets.google.com.
Enter drive.google.com/drive/u/0/my-drive. Sheets.google.com.
As we've mentioned in our previous trainings, you can try docs.google.com, mail.google.com, calendar.google.com, etc. G Suite applications are available almost anywhere you can connect to the internet. For more specific questions about how to use G Suite applications with JAWS, send an email to training@vispero.com.
Creating a new Google Sheet. Creating a new Google Workbook can be done in several ways. I'm going to show you 3 of those ways in this instructional demonstration. A, from Google Drive. I have Google Chrome open and focus is in the address bar. Type drive.google.com and then press the Enter key.
drive.google.com/drive/blank. My Drive-Google Drive page has 6 regions, 2 headings and 2 links. Table, column 1, row 1, main region, quick access name, grid read only, not selected user at Google Drive folder owned by me, last modified by me Oct 11, 2019 m-row.
Google Drive opens. It recognizes my login credentials from prior sessions, so I didn't need to log in. You may need to log in to your Google account to continue. From within Google Drive, there are 2 quick ways to create a new sheet. I'll demonstrate both methods for you. Using the New button in Google Drive. Activate the New button in the upper left part of the screen using the letter C as in Charlie.
New button menu.
A menu of choices opens, including
Menu, folder, file upload, folder upload, Google Docs submenu, Google Sheets submenu.
Choose the Google Sheets submenu to access the following items.
Blank spreadsheet.
Blank spreadsheet or from a template.
From a template.
Press Enter on blank spreadsheet.
Blank spreadsheet. Use virtual PC cursor off, leaving menus untitled-Google Chrome. Edit. Grid read only, blank, A1.
A new Google Sheet opens. I'll close the current Sheet tab for now by pressing Ctrl F4. Remember, pressing Alt F4 closes all the open tabs in the Chrome browser. I just want to close the current tab page for this spreadsheet.
Page has 4 regions, 2 headings and 2 links. Table, column 1, row 1, main region, quick access name, grid read only.
Focus returns to the Google Drive tab page. Using a Google Drive keystroke to create a new spreadsheet. Focus is back in Google Chrome on my Google Drive page. Press the keystroke Shift+S, Sierra.
Untitled-Google Chrome. Untitled spreadsheet-Google Sheets page has 1 link. Edit. Grid read only, A1, blank.
A new Google Sheet opens. B. Create a new spreadsheet from an existing Google Doc or Google Sheet. First, from within an existing Google Sheet or Google Doc, presentation, etc., press Alt-F Foxtrot to open the File menu.
Alt-F. File menu, submenu, expanded menu, File 1 of 10.
Choose the New submenu.
Spreadsheet S 1 of 6.
And then choose from one of the following options. Spreadsheet, from Template, Document, Presentation, Form, or Drawing. Press Enter on Spreadsheet in the menu.
Leaving menus untitled-Google Chrome. File button unavailable. Edit working. Working. Screen reader support enabled. Edit. Grid read only. A1. Blank. One sheet name sheet 1. Working.
A new Google Sheet opens. Thanks for joining me in this instructional demo. Formatting techniques in Google Sheets with JAWS. I have a produce sample worksheet open in Google Sheets. Focus is in cell A1 at the top left of the worksheet. Weeks 1 through 4 are in row 3, while different produce is listed in column A, beginning in row 4. In column H, Hotel, I have listed what I think are some useful keystrokes. Finally, in cell C15 are some brief notes. Let's look first at some basic text formatting. I'm going to move focus to cell C15, where I typed some notes previously.
Cell B1. Cell C1. Blank. Week 2 semicolon cell C3. Blank. Star semicolon cell blank. Notes colon be sure to rotate stock to ensure quality semicolon cell C15.
The text there reads, Notes, be sure to rotate stock to ensure quality, and the text flows outside the current cell to the right. That's normal behavior for text overflow in spreadsheets. The text is normally aligned left and is located at the bottom of the cell, but you can change these things, of course. Use the following keystrokes to change the text alignment. Control-Shift-E, echo, center cell contents.
Control-Shift-E, text alignment set to center on cell C15.
Now the text flows equally to the left and right, with the center of the phrase right in cell C15. The text appears visually in columns B, C, and D. Control-Shift-R, right align cell contents.
Control-Shift-R, text alignment set to right on cell C15.
Now the text extends farther out on the left side with the end of the phrase terminating with cell C15. The text appears visually in columns A, B, and C. Control-Shift-L, left align cell contents.
Control-Shift-L, text alignment set to left on cell C15.
This is back to the default, and the text appears visually in columns C, D, and E. One other technique you may want to employ is to have the text wrap within the cell. This increases the height of the row, however, so just be aware of that. The more text in the cell, the larger the row grows vertically. With focus still in cell C15, press the following keystrokes. First, press Alt-O Oscar to open the Format menu.
Alt-O menu, Format, 5 of 10.
Press W Whiskey to open the text wrapping submenu, where Overflow is checked by default.
Overflow O checked, 1 of 3.
Press Enter on Wrap.
Wrap W not checked, 2 of 3. Text wrapping set to wrap break word on cell C15. Leaving menus, edit combo.
The menus close, and the text now fits entirely within the cell. The row is now approximately 3 times taller than it was before. Move focus to cell C12, which is an empty cell.
Cell C14, cell C13, cell C12.
Practice using the following keystrokes to insert borders. Alt-Shift-1, top border.
Alt-Shift-1, thin black top border set.
Press right arrow after each of these keystrokes to move to a different cell so you can see the differences, and we'll also explore them using JAWS in a moment.
Cell D12.
Alt-Shift-2, right border.
Alt-Shift-2, thin black right border set. Cell E12.
Alt-Shift-3, bottom border.
Alt-Shift-3, thin black bottom border set. Cell F12.
Alt-Shift-4, left border.
Alt-Shift-4, thin black left border set. Cell G12.
Alt-Shift-7 or Control-Shift-7, outer border, the entire border.
Alt-Shift-7, thin black outer border set.
Alt-Shift-6 removes the border from selected cells. One of the techniques used often by spreadsheet authors is to use a cell border as an underline, usually just above where a group of numbers has been summed. For example, move to cell A9 where the text Weekly Totals is found.
Cell A12, cell A11, cell A10, weekly totals semicolon cell A9.
Press right arrow to move to column B, Bravo, where the formula for the total for week 1 is found.
235 semicolon as formula semicolon cell B9.
I want to select this cell and the 3 cells to the right of it and apply a top border so that there's something visual to separate the sums for the totals of each column from the quantities above. Hold down the Shift key and press right arrow 3 times.
Cells 235 B9 through star C9 selected. Cells 235 B9 through star D9 selected. Cells 235 B9 through star E9 selected.
Now press Alt-Shift-1 to apply a top border to all 4 cells.
Alt-Shift-1, thin black top border set.
Very nice. Now there's a thin dark line separating the quantities from the sums for each column. Next, move focus to cell C4, where the number of apples for week 2 is listed as 25.
Star semicolon cell C9. 8 semicolon 67 75 33 25 semicolon cell C4.
Use the following keystrokes to change the format of the data in the cell. Control-Shift-1, format as decimal.
Control-Shift-1, number format applied.
Now the number 25 has a decimal with 2 zeros to the right. Control-Shift-4, format as currency.
Control-Shift-4, number format applied.
Now the number 25 has been converted to $25.00. Control-Shift-5, format as percentage.
Control-Shift-5, number format applied.
And of course, now the cell contents are converted to a percentage. Let's look at formatting some existing text next. Press Control right arrow a few times to move focus to cell H4, where the keystroke for aligning cell contents left is not bolded.
Star semicolon. Control plus Shift plus L left align cell contents semicolon cell H4.
Press Enter to go into edit mode. Select the keystroke text and then press Control B bravo to apply the bold attribute.
H4 edit combo Control C. Selected Control. Selected plus Shift. Selected plus L. Control B font weight set to bold.
Press Enter when you finish to save the change and get out of edit mode.
Cell H4 set to Control plus Shift plus L left align cell contents. Control plus Shift plus R right align cell contents semicolon cell H5.
Focus moves to cell H5. Finally, let's now look at how you can read some of the information about colors and formatting. Press Control left arrow to move focus to cell F5, where you hear an asterisk or star spoken.
Blank. Star semicolon cell F5.
This is a personal preference of mine. It reminds me that I still need to complete this cell with a formula when I get a chance. I also have visually highlighted the cell with a yellow background to make it stand out more when the worksheet opens. I have several cells formatted similarly as a reminder to myself. So how do you find out that information using JAWS? Let's do the following. Press Alt-A alpha to open the accessibility menu.
Alt-A menu accessibility 10 of 10.
Press right arrow to open the Speak submenu.
Speak as black right pointing pointer submenu 1 of 6. Speak formatting F1 of 11.
Press Enter on Speak formatting.
Leaving menus font black 10-point Arial background yellow aligned left bottom.
JAWS reads the following information for the cell. Totals for the month, star, font black 10-point Arial, background yellow, aligned left, bottom. Okay, that's nice. But what if you want to explore more than one cell at a time without having to go back to the menus every time? Go back into the Accessibility menu, Speak submenu, and choose Always Speak Formatting.
Alt-A menu accessibility 10 of 10. Speak as black right pointing pointer submenu 1 of. Speak formatting F1 of 11. Always speak formatting O2 of 11. Leaving menus.
Now, let's explore more of the worksheet. I'll press down arrow.
Star semicolon cell F6. Font black 10-point Arial background yellow aligned left bottom. 285 semicolon as formula semicolon cell F7. Font black 10-point Arial background white aligned right bottom. Star semicolon cell F8. Font black 10-point Arial background yellow aligned left bottom. Cell F9. Star semicolon cell E9. Font black 10-point Arial background yellow aligned left bottom top border thin black.
This can be useful to find out how things look visually, especially when you first open a workbook to begin exploring. Now, it is a bit verbose, so after a while you'll probably want to turn this feature off. I'll do that now. Open the Accessibility menu, Speak submenu, and choose Stop Speaking Formatting.
Alt-A menu accessibility 10 of 10. Speak formatting F1 of 11. Stop speaking formatting O2 of 11. Leaving menus.
As you can tell, there are numerous ways to format both the cells and the data in Google Sheets. Thanks for joining me in this instructional demo.
Working with multiple sheets in a Google Sheets spreadsheet. By default, a new Google spreadsheet consists of only one sheet, but you can add multiple sheets to organize and work with large amounts of information. I've opened a spreadsheet called Travel Planner and will show you how to add and navigate to multiple sheets, then rename and delete them. Press Shift F11 to add a new sheet.
Shift F11. Sheet 2 activated 1000 rows, 26 columns.
Focus will move to the sheet you just created. Navigate to the previous sheet by pressing Alt up arrow.
Alt up arrow. Person 1. Trip title. C1. No more cells. Sheet agenda activated 162 rows, 9 columns.
and the next sheet with Alt down arrow.
Alt down arrow, blank, A1. Sheet 2 activated 1000 rows, 26 columns.
You can access a list of sheets in the current spreadsheet with the keyboard command Alt-Shift-K.
Alt-Shift-K, menu, sheet 2 checked.
Use your up and down arrow keys to navigate through the list to the sheet you want, and press Enter to move focus there.
Agenda. Enter. Leaving menus, grid read only, person 1, trip title, C1, sheet agenda activated 162 rows, 9 columns.
You can rename sheets to reflect the type of information they contain. Sheet 1 is already called Agenda, so let's change the name of the sheet we just created to Hotel Information. Navigate to the sheet you want to rename and press Alt-Shift-S to activate the Sheet menu.
Alt-Shift-S, toolbar, sheet 2 button menu.
Down arrow to rename and press Enter.
Rename, enter, leaving menus.
Type the new sheet name, Hotel Information, and press Enter again.
Enter, grid read only, A1, blank, sheet 2 renamed to Hotel Information.
Now Sheet 2 has been renamed. You can delete a sheet by accessing the Sheet menu, then navigating to and activating Delete.
Alt-Shift-S, toolbar, Hotel Information button menu. Delete. Enter.
A message will appear asking if you're sure you want to delete the current sheet. Tab to OK and press Enter to complete this task. Focus will return to the previous sheet in the Google spreadsheet. Inserting date and time into a spreadsheet in Google Sheets. You can insert the current date and time into a Google Sheets spreadsheet using keyboard commands. When you use keyboard shortcuts, the date and time are inserted as static values, meaning they don't update each time the spreadsheet is opened. If you use a formula instead, dynamic values are inserted, which do update whenever a spreadsheet is edited. I'll demonstrate both here in a blank spreadsheet. You can insert just the date, just the time, or both together. To insert only the date, navigate to the cell where you want it to appear and press Control semicolon.
Control semicolon, A1, 11/14/2019.
To insert only the time, press Control Shift semicolon.
Control Shift semicolon, A1, 4 hours, 38 minutes, and 40 seconds p.m.
You can insert both date and time by pressing Control Shift Alt semicolon.
Alt Control Shift semicolon, A1, 11/14/2019 16 hours, 39 minutes, and 9 seconds.
Again, these values are static, so won't update the next time the spreadsheet is opened. Let's use the Now formula to insert the date and time, then I'll show you a few ways to format it. I'll type the equal sign, the word Now, then left and right parentheses. Then I'll press Enter.
Equals. N-O-W, left per right paren, enter, A1, 11/14/2019 16 hours, 41 minutes, and 51 seconds.
There are 3 keyboard commands you can use to choose how the date and time are displayed. To display only the date, press Control-Shift-3 on the number row.
Control Shift 3, A1, 11/14/2019.
To display only the time, press Control-Shift-2.
Control Shift 2, A1, 4 hours, 43 minutes, and 59 seconds p.m.
To display both, press Control-Shift-Grave accent.
Control Shift Grave, A1, 11/14/2019 16 hours, 44 minutes, and 9 seconds.
You can also choose how the date and time are displayed in the Format menu. For example, you may want the date to appear as month, day, year, or the time to appear as hours, minutes, seconds, then AM or PM. Press Alt-O as in Oscar to activate the Format menu. Select Number from the formatting options. Select the format you want and press Enter. Your date and time should be displayed in the format of your choice. Why collaborate in Google Sheets? Google Sheets allows you to collaborate with other users in real time, so you can instantaneously share data and ideas. The collaboration feature provides immediate access to information as it is edited and updated. Each team member can individually develop ideas, share them instantly with all collaborators, and immediately receive feedback. Use the comments feature to ask other collaborators questions or make suggestions. All edits and updates are automatically saved, so work isn't lost along the way. Real-time collaboration in Google Sheets. Dan, Rachel, and I will now demonstrate how to collaborate in a Google Sheets worksheet.
Rachel Buchanan has joined the document. Rachel Buchanan is selecting A1 in the current selection.
As you can hear, Rachel has joined the sheet. For those of you who can see the screen, an avatar with the letter R is now located at the top right side of the screen.
Dan Clark has joined the document. Dan Clark is selecting A1 in the current selection.
And now there is another avatar with the letter D for Dan. The avatars are different colors, so as you are collaborating, the cell where each person has focus has a different color focus rectangle around it. The color of the avatar matches the color of the focus rectangle for each individual participating in collaboration. The colors are automatically assigned. For example, mine is teal, Dan's is purple, and Rachel's is orange. We are here in the worksheet called Produce. I'm going to move to week 1 and change the contents of the cell for apples to 25.
Cell A2 Dan Clark is on. Cell A3. Apple semicolon cell A4. 20 semicolon cell B4. C. 20 semicolon cell B4 cleared contents of cell B4. 2. B5. 55 semicolon cell B5.
Hey Liz, I think we actually have 5 more crates of apples. I'm going to change the contents of cell B4 from 25 to 30 from my part of this demo.
Rachel Buchanan is editing B4 near the active cell. Rachel Buchanan is selecting B5 in the current selection.
I'm going to move to cell B3, Bravo, and change the number 1 from a number to the word 1, O-N-E.
Dan Clark is editing B3 near the active cell.
And I'll press enter.
Dan Clark is on the sheet at B4.
This has been a brief demonstration of us collaborating with Google Sheets and JAWS.
Contact us. Have questions for the Freedom Scientific Training Team? Want to provide feedback about previous trainings or suggest future topics? Send an email to training@vispero.com. That's training at Victor, India, Sierra, Papa, Echo, Romeo, Oscar.com. We appreciate all your great feedback and suggestions. If you'd like to subscribe to our low-traffic email list, where we'll send you links to archived trainings, provide information about upcoming events, and more, visit our webinars page at www.freedomscientific.com/training/free webinars and fill out the subscription form to receive those emails. Thank you for participating in this training, and we hope you'll join us next time.